A well-trained reporter can be a combination poet, advocate, and thorn in the side of the establishment. Our first guest is all of these things and much more.
Ruben changed. He felt something deep inside. Something woke him up.
Ruben said to me, the trouble with Mexicans is they're struggling to become white. And he said, why? Gringos don't have anything on Mexicans.
The successful Mexican-American wallows in a vacuum. He resigns his Mexicanness to becoming a half-assed American. But then what can you do? There's no such thing as a real Mexican-American. The hyphen strips both words of meaning.
Certainly, Ruben's journalism became somewhat more personal.
Ruben was starting to take more and more of an interest himself in assigning himself to Latino affairs.
He was more and more involved in what the Mexican community was all about.
His eyes fully opened to the injustices that were around him. He became more of an activist.
With veteran news reporter Ruben Salazar, we discuss the problems of Mexican Americans.
What we need is a Chicano Voting Rights Act. We don't really have that. You see, for instance, in Southern California,
Ruben?
I'll explain to you why. We really need it.
When he stepped out of this kind of confining persona of representing the institution, and he began to talk about what he really felt about things, people were shocked.
And so it's foolish to think that eventually we will melt into that mythical melting pot, which is a myth. We never will.
They could not believe that he was harboring these kinds of almost class-conscious thoughts.
We were here first, and we're just not going to melt.
Once you begin to tell the white man what you really think, it shocks him.
I sometimes get irritated with my colleagues in the news media. Having ignored Mexican Americans for so long, they seem impatient about the complexities of the story.